Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. Today I prepared for you an unusual video for my channel. As they say, a new video is a new experiment, right? In this video, we will find out which race is the dumbest in the series. The previous video with the dumbest characters you liked very much, so I decided to please you with another video. Today I've broken down each race to the smallest detail. We will try to remember the dumbest behaviors of each race and find out which one is the dumbest. We'll find out which of them did very poorly in school to become so stupid. Well, and at the end we will conclude which race is the winner in this fight, and also give the Oscar of stupidity. So watch the video to the end. And of course, put like and subscribe to the channel, because 77% of viewers watch me without subscribing. Let's fix that. Anyway, here we go. Let's start with the speaker men, who are the most optimistic guys on the show. First, let's look at their technology. There are quite a few of them. We only know the sound from the speakers and red lasers, although both of these technologies are very powerful. The speakermen have been slow to create new technologies, however, they have clearly succeeded in using their old technologies effectively. Speakermen can use sound to stun an enemy, throw knives without missing and always in the same way, and jump long distances. Also, from the examples we have, that speaker on the toilet, he figured out how to use the body of his enemy as transportation, and we still see him proudly sitting on his invention. Also, Dark Speaker is a very good character. He was the one who saved the squad from Skibidi Jackson because he assessed the situation well. But still, these guys, because of their optimism, very often make fatal mistakes for their lives. They get excited ahead of time thinking that everything is behind them, and an example of that is those two speakermen from episode 69. And I'm sure that's not the only case. Yes, optimism is a good thing, but they relax too quickly, which is probably the reason why they almost died out. It's also worth mentioning that they lost Speakerman Titan twice. And while the first time was justified because the parasite was brand new technology and two parasites jumped on Speakerman Titan, after that the speakers didn't think to put at least some kind of defense around Titan's neck. And in episode 73, his infestation already looked stupid because they didn't put any protection on him, and he was taken over by the parasite again and again when Speaker was busy. Well, the speakers are certainly good, but they often make blunders because of their dancing. They may be good dancers, but you can't relax in war. It's hard to say something about astro toilets because they have been shown to us only recently. Their technology is top-notch. They are much stronger than the technology of ordinary Skibidi toilets, however. I would say that their technology is inferior to that of the TV men in terms of unusualness and versatility. Just take the same teleport. As for situations where astros were dumb, you can say about the not-so-famous Astro Scorpion, who lost to G-Man purely due to his inattention, as did TV Man Titan. Had he been alert, he wouldn't have taken the spheres that G-Man launched at him. But as far as I'm concerned, the Astros are very smart. Use their abilities and technology wisely. Let's think back to the little Astro Juggernaut. His speed and shield combo was very strong, agree. Also, Astros are cunning politicians. When they first appeared, they quietly commanded regular Skibidi toilets and took advantage of it. For example, Astro UFO in episodes 53 and 55 destroyed the Alliance while Cameraman Titan was busy with the regular Skibidi toilets. That's a pretty good move. Also, the Astros use the Skibidi language to encrypt information, which also only benefits them. As it is, they're calculated and cold killers. I'd say they're the opposite of speakermen. Let's touch on our favorite cameramen. If you look at it, they're a very ordinary race, if you can call it that. Look, their scientists are not dormant. New technologies appear, but they're rare, and not as strong as the TV men's or the Astros. Their technologies include anti-parasitic cannon, energy shield, blue projectiles, dart cannons, and others. So they don't have a problem with that. Let's move on to whether or not the cameramen made mistakes. And no, I wouldn't say that. The cameramen are calm. They can be happy for their victory, but they remain vigilant until the moment when they are completely sure that the enemy is not around. Cameraman Titan made no mistakes, never once prided himself on his strength, always gave his best. But in episode 65, he could have done better in my opinion. But here, Da Fook had to underestimate Cameraman Titan a bit, because he was too strong. Also, they lack any tactics. They go with their numerous battalions directly into the enemy's forehead, without any plan of retreat. For example, when Skibidi Rocket appeared, a great many cameramen were killed. Let's also mention that some cameramen are downright some surprises. Let's remember those many heroes who gave their lives in the mission to kill the scientist, especially the one who saved everyone in the elevator. Well, I'm not talking about cameramen like Plunger at all. Plunger didn't think with his head at all, and he was able to blow up the rare Skibidi glitch toilet after 4 episodes. And that technology would come in handy for the Alliance right now. But overall, the cameramen are not stupid, but not as smart as TV men and astros. Well, now we should touch on some of the main characters and the race as a whole. We are talking, of course, about the Skibidi Toilets. They actually have very strong and powerful technology, meaning that technologically they are very well developed. Let's also remember all their traps and tactical maneuvers, which more than once knocked the whole Alliance off its feet. As you realized, the tacticians and scientists of the Skibidi Toilets are very smart, since they are able to create and come up with a plan or technology that can crush the Alliance and take the initiative. So it's hard to call them very stupid, but we're still taking this whole race apart. And among them, there are a lot of stupid characters. There are a lot of them. There are Skibidi Toilets who just made mistakes or stupid moments. There's Skibidi Toilet from episode 57, toilets from episode 73, the ones on the building, the blind Skibidi Toilet from episode 46. Well, there are tons of examples. It's very long to list them. But there are also those Skibidi Toilets who are just inherently stupid. They're just not endowed with the intelligence that others have. These are the parasites, the kamikazes, the first mutant prototypes, Skibidi Flash and Skibidi Rocket from episode 6. All of them also represent the entire Skibidi Toilet race, so I can't disregard them. But as you can see, there are a lot of characters in this race who are dumb or are stupid. Perhaps Skibidi Scientist made them that way so they would obey, but we don't take that into account as they are representative of the Skibidi Toilet race. Well, the next race was there from the beginning, but also reappeared after a very long period of time. These are the humans. Yes, we're going to take them apart today as well. Humans. Until we've seen this race in action, so to speak, we know about them minimally. We don't know how they stood up to the toilets, what technology they created, what they've been doing on the show all this time. Still, we need to find out and figure it all out. Let's start at the beginning. As we've seen, humanity tried attempts to resist the toilets, but failed, and had to submit to them, so to speak. But humans didn't just give up. Realizing that they were unable to resist the Skibidi Toilets, they created agents who were able to fight back against the toilets. And afterward, they learned how to defend themselves against the Skibidi virus and tried to somehow resist the toilets, which we saw in an additional scene in episode 73. So they should not be considered stupid. As we know, humans are very smart, so you shouldn't just write them off. And I'm sure they'll show their best selves in the future. And not just show themselves, but will play a very important role in the continuation of the series. It's not for nothing that Dafuk has recently introduced them into the plot, so we will wait for their new appearance. Okay, now we come to the most mysterious race in the series, namely the TV men. This race is actually very interesting, so to speak. It has a lot of mysteries and secrets that we don't know, but even their allies, such as cameramen and speakermen. But that's where I'm going wrong. We're dealing with how stupid the races are, right? Well, TV men actually have very powerful technology that normal agents don't get for nothing. These are technologies that stupid characters are unable to create and use properly in combat. Also, their thinking on stealth is essentially correct too, because the less agents know about their base, the less likely it will be attacked, since there will be no risk of a leak. On the one hand, yes, but on the other hand, it undermines their reputation among the Alliance. While all the agents share technology with each other, the TV men keep everything to themselves. There are also some questions about battle tactics. We've seen TV men mostly acting alone, very rarely in contact with other agents, which is bad enough. In combat, we see them very rarely. While speakers and cameramen are giving their lives to protect the Alliance, the TV men are hiding in their base. Also, we shouldn't forget about their Titan. I already told you everything I think about him in the Silly Characters video, so I won't repeat myself. But for those who haven't watched it, I'll say that I think he's the stupidest Titan of them all. The reasons, Again, I already told you in that video, by the way. You can watch it if you haven't already. Highly recommended. Still, none of this makes them stupid. Their technology and tactics prove the fact that they are very intelligent. So, as a race, they are not stupid, even though they have those who undermine that reputation. Well, friends, I think it's time we finally get to choose which of all these races is worthy of the title of the dumbest race in the series. Let's get started. The smartest, in my opinion, are the astro toilets and the TV men. I don't need to explain why the astros are among the smartest. TV men are very smart because of all of the above. Of course, they are a few notches lower than astro, but they are still a very smart and strong race in the alliance. The next, so to speak, average races in intelligence are, of course, the humans and the cameramen. They are not very distinguished by their intelligence in the series, but it is hard to call them stupid, because many times we have seen that they are able to reflect and think properly. Like Cameraman Titan, for example, that's why they are standing here. Well, the dumbest, in my opinion, are the speakermen and Skibidi Toilets. I think you can see why. I've said everything I think about them before, so I won't repeat myself. But anyway, whatever their cleverness, the series wouldn't look the same without them, especially without dancing speakermen. Now write in the comments, which race, in your opinion, is the stupidest? I and other viewers will be interested to read. And don't forget the video with the top dumbest characters. If you haven't watched it, be sure to check it out. Bye.